Ours is a sense of folly. We want to understand, we want to know. To unravel the mystery and unlock the keys to the universe requires us to pretend as if we have the right to know everything and understand. We look at the grand design and say it's a bad design. The evil that tarnishes existence is unspeakable to our sensibilities. How dare a creator allow there to be such evil in the world? As if we aren't the ones who commit the tragedies we ride the contempt over. It's a sobering truth, but all who confess themselves speedwise say they are only wise of one thing: how little they know. We are a drop in a vast ocean of isness. We fumble around with our senses and pretend to be the masters of our existence. But it's an existence that springs forth from Big Bangs or ex nihilo. We don't know. And only the wisest confess to have glimpsed an infinite nothingness beyond whatever this is. Duquette tells us, the fool is the nothing we refer to when we say nothing created God. Nothing is beyond God. Nothing is greater than God. To empty our heads of everything, as the sages suggest, is to step into the nothingness and embrace the infinite. This is what Rumi meant when he said, silence is the language of God. All else is a poor translation. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. Can we bear the silence and quiet our intellect? Do we dare to be foolish enough to just shut up and listen? Rock with me as we take that journey within. What up, though? It's Justin, and today I wanted to touch on what could be the most important lesson of all. People who speak with conviction and claim to have all the answers are usually con artists. Think of how much science has shifted in the past few decades alone. Newtonian mechanics have given us a ton of new tech and creature comforts, but mean absolutely nothing beyond the speed of light. So when creationists try to use the same tired lines they have always used to isolate you from critical thinkers, we aren't speaking of preachers we should follow. We're talking about cult leaders. Even the deepest of meditators won't flex what they've learned in a public setting. They give us these riddles and these enigmas, Zen koans, logion that lead to gnosis, but none of that knowing can be spoken directly to anyone. Following men and women is a dangerous thing. It leads to inflated egos and a sense of importance that every occult teacher is warned of before they begin teaching. As they say, for every one step you take towards the hidden wisdom, make sure to take 3 steps towards the perfecting of your own character. Arrogance is the enemy of humility. Humility leads to compassion, and compassion is love for one and all is one. Am I saying wake up dumber today than we did yesterday? No, not at all. It's more of a reminder to keep that childlike awe and wonder at the core of all that we do. Think of what Niels Bohr was alluding to when he said, a physicist is just an atom's way of understanding itself. And that's what the path of the fool is all about. We're dancing through the cosmos on a rock, floating around a ball of helium and hydrogen somewhere in the spiral of a galaxy we call the Milky Way. Once we scale all that way, it's hard for us to pretend to be major players, but it's still amazing that we're here and able to speculate our place in everything at all. It's pretty awesome, actually. So let's be drops. Let those thoughts dissolve. Spend a few minutes watching them, a few minutes controlling them, a few minutes disciplining our minds in the rapt attention of a singular focus before drifting into the infinite silence and spending a few minutes focusing on nothingness. In a nutshell, this is the royal path. All our extrapolations of hidden wisdoms and scriptures, number permutations, and symbolism can be boiled down into one simple task. Empty into the empty-minded innocence of the fool, who knows themselves to be foolish and knows nothing. It's It's then and only then that one can even begin to understand that only God is. Eckhart muses this when he says, "Where there is isness, there God is." Creation is the giving of isness from God, and that is why God becomes where any creature expresses God. We are a drop of expression in an endless what if. And since it's a mystery, we may never know. But in a Western esotericist view, the path of the fool is the way of our ego, or the developed waking mind's part it plays publicly, at least. The ego is me, the ego is you. It's that dude we use to interact with the outside stimuli we come in contact with every day. Think of the wandering fool imagery on the 15th century tarot cards. A jester carrying a bag over his shoulder with an animal of sorts in tow. The fool gazes upwards. It's the higher triad. Atman, Buddhi, Manas, the three Danteans of Taoism, whatever name you want to call it, but this is it. This is the work. One can know Keter, Chokman, Binah, mirrors, Chesed, Gevura, and Tiferet, but never wonder what as above, so below means internally, or where our spiritual and physical selves mirror the cosmos. It's our eternal, absent-minded gift and curse, I suppose. The searching fool hunting a universal truth in an ocean of unknowables is iconic. Egos are insecure. Egos are uncertain. Egos search for answers because they don't know. Most of the time, we don't even know what questions to ask. So how are the royal path of knowing and the way of the fool interconnected? How are crown and kingdom, Keter and Malchut, connected? Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Let your path be that of the rose, unfolding into the unknown. Just know that the doorway to the path is one of service. Till next time, keep breathing in light and living in love. We are all one in an infinite, undescribable nothingness. Rock with it, guys.